All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to episode 2 of Having a Cup of Joe with Joe. I'm actually on my second cup, which is bad. It's gonna make me get addicted, but I just needed it today. It was kind of difficult to get up, and start moving. Yesterday was lag day, so obviously, naturally, I hate my life. Just kidding, but. Overall, just sometimes it's hard to get up, but it's the best thing to do, right? Uh, Motivation. What's your motivation? Motivation is essentially it's just movement. Every time I start getting up and start moving around, it gets me going. I got this new hoodie. Get to work. It's gonna just constantly be a reminder, which I think we all need. I use it. I use stuff like that all the time. You see people with motivational bracelets, affirmations. You got hats that are just constantly, re-solidifying, hopefully, a target for yourself. New Year's resolution or something like that. You need something that's going to constantly bring you a reminder. If you're new to who I am or what I'm doing, always check me out at Indestructible Me, because we're building indestructible attitudes, indestructible everything about ourselves. We need to be resilient to all this information that's out in the world today, right? That's what's generally just overall helped me out, overall in life. I was on a podcast. I know that I talk about this often, but go check it out at In Progress. I talk about this in detail on what was significantly impact my life, and it's just the data that I was taking in. I didn't really have the best upbringing or what have you, but I was just listening to everyone else, taking in all this information, and I decided I was living everyone else's life, and I didn't want that. I wanted to live my own life. And then after that, I just exponentially I'm just continuously moving forward, improving every single year. Just on and on and on. Just a list of great things are happening. Indestructible Me is something that I wanted to create years ago, but I guess I just didn't have the cojones to start. This is something that I'm really psyched about doing, and a venture that I'm really passionate about, because I like helping people. And, if I just started a couple years ago, I would be, a lot further along. But I'm not going to dwell on the fact that I didn't start, years ago. I'm going to dwell on the present time. I'm not going to beat myself up. It's unfortunate that I didn't start, because I ultimately think, I could have been helping tons of people, since then. But now I'm here, and hopefully I get to experience that journey, and you get to experience that journey with me, because I believe that I can definitely help a lot of people, overcome whatever bullshit that's going on in their life, to ignore the toxic information and garbage and all that type of stuff. But what's your motivation? To me, it's just, I'm literally just compelled to try to get people to understand what helped me out. And because all it takes is, there's the mindset, and just do it, just moving, just getting the action done. You see a lot of affirmations and motivational memes and all this type of stuff that says, actually, I was looking at memes this morning to try to get my creative juices flowing, because that's how we just communicate in this world, right? And I saw someone working out, and they were obese, which is whatever. And, memes are usually something that you make fun of people for. So I was like, man, I before I look at these comments, I really hope that, people are not bashing this person. And lo and behold, it's like a glimmer of hope in humanity. And it was just a ton of people that's just spreading love. Like, that's amazing. Progress, not perfection. That's what I really wanted to touch on. And that's essentially what you gotta think of. Motivation is just starting. When you start something, it's empowering, it's uplifting, and then you have to continue doing it. So that gets you more inclined to actually continue, which is motivating. It continues to perpetuate, hopefully, a good behavior, not bad behavior, but hopefully something that's good, that's gonna ultimately, do something well, or change, cultivate something great in your life. It's motivation to me is just getting up and moving. Every time I'm feeling down, or I'm not creative, or I'm not, producing or anything like that, it's from, just sitting there, lethargic. Just get up and start moving. Literally, the creative juices flow. I'm always feeling fatigue if I've been sitting down for a bit, or laying down, scrolling through my phone, watching TV, stuff that I shouldn't be doing. I always feel tired, and I'm not tired, right? You ever get that feeling where, you're feeling fatigue all throughout the day, and then when you try to go to sleep at night, you can't go to sleep, and it's because most of the time throughout the day, you're not actually tired. Your body is just, you're not really using energy. So your body's just trying to convince you, hey, I guess it's time to go to bed, right? And then you try to go to bed and you're not tired, because you're not, you need to, exhaust yourself. You need to get active. You need to get moving around. And once you start doing stuff, especially with exercise, every day pretty much, you're just like, some days I'm just like, I'm really excited. I can't wait. Yesterday I was excited for today. But after I wake up and start moving around and there's some soreness on me, I'm like, But once I start doing it, that's gonna go away, and I'm gonna get pumped. I'm gonna get excited, and once it's actually completed, I'm gonna be grateful that I started. So you gotta get up, you gotta start moving around and be active. Walking is so important and so impactful, especially if you are not being active as of right now. And that's a great start. 60 minutes, start walking, and you'll start seeing some positive changes. Creative mindset will start to turn, like, this is, I have all this time in the day, and I'm losing it for frivolous tasks, watching TV, arguing, scrolling through social media, all this type of stuff. I talk to a lot of people that are just like, yeah, it would be cool to start my own business one day. One day. Why? There's no reason why anyone can't start today. You want to work on your physique. There's no reason why you can't start today. You don't need equipment. You don't need to buy anything. You don't need all this special stuff. There's no reason why you can't just get on the floor and do 10 push-ups. Well, when I started exercising a long time ago, many moons ago, about over a decade ago, and this is the mentality that I had. I said, you know what? I got to just start doing. And I'm going to force myself to do it no matter what. So every time I go to the bathroom, I'm going to do 10 push-ups. And some people just thought that was just silly. That's dumb. I was like, whatever. No matter what, I got to go to the bathroom. So it's a good check and balance for me. I go to the bathroom, I'm going to do 10 push-ups. And then to make it worse, I'm going to drink a lot of water to make me go to the bathroom more. And that's going to increase my output. And then just by doing that, you increase the intensity level. That's why I say, no matter what, if you're not exercising now, just start doing it. Because if you focus on every single day, that's going to compound and get better. And no matter what, that's going to get easier and easier. And as long as you do it every single day, no days off. Again, God may have needed a day off, but we don't. So you don't take a day off, especially if you're trying to cultivate change in your life, if you're trying to create a new behavior. Because eventually you're going to bring more intensity. It's going to get easy. It's going to get mundane. So you're going to add different things to those activities. Instead of just going for a walk, I'm going to grab a tote bag, put some water bottles in it, extra weight. Maybe I increase the speed of walking, or maybe I go longer, or I do it twice a day instead of once. Or instead, hey, maybe I'm going to actually start weightlifting. I'll do calisthenics and see if I can commit to that first before I buy equipment or go to a gym. Getting an LLC started. If I get an LLC started, I have to start doing work. I got to start actually, providing a business, changing a business. I got to create a plan. If I create a plan, if I write down goals, it's going to physically go into my brain, create new neural pathways, and it's going to create something tangible for me to continue, and have me create, have me do something. It's motivation. You don't need external forces. Ideally, just start moving. Just get up and get going and moving. Then you start looking at the watch and be like, I'm running out of time. So you gotta start doing it. And then you start to get more in tune with the fact that, hey, I need to be more productive. I need to start earlier. I need to, and then it has a lot of beneficial effects to what goes on in here. Where you're feeding your mind. What's motivation to you? I want to hear it. I hope every day, you're trying to improve yourself just like myself. We only live one life, right? So we gotta fulfill that. I help, there's ways to help motivation, and I surround myself with things that are constantly injecting things to get me into the right direction. Cash flow is the holy grail for financial freedom and success and wealth. So that's why I'm building. That's why I'm working on. That's why I'm building on. But there's so much noise out there in the world. You gotta. Silly things like get to work, cash flow. Even I have bracelets that I need to start wearing again. They're silly, and a lot of people probably just don't understand that. But for you and I, and for people that want to achieve and rise above, it's 100% a reminder, and to block all that toxic information, all the people that are telling you to doubt yourself, telling you to not do it, it's not worth it. It's all that garbage. It helps you out. It's definitely beneficial. What is your motivation? I want to hear it. I want to hear your thoughts. I hope this helped you, and I hope this got you prepared for the day, and get you ready to get locked and loaded. Work on yourself, get moving, get active, get after it. I hope you all the best. Be great.